Hello people, this is Ryder here with a page through of Red Velvet's Cosmic, the poster versions. So, this, again, I find the output for this album to be weird just because, the initial versions of this album was only just 3 versions, but, this time we're only solely covering the poster versions because I guess that'll be fun. We have the hotel version and the midnight version. As you can tell, this one's plastered with a sticker because I got this one at Barnes & Noble when I initially got my Midnight Sun photo book. This one was also there too, but I didn't get it at the time because of how much it cost. So, I thought I could have just left it there and pick it back up the next time I went there. This one never showed up again, so I gave up and was just like, we're just gonna get it from Bai. So we're gonna get it from Mercari Japan. So we will take a look at the midnight, the hotel version, which I had to make sure this was sealed and such. I think this one was, I got this one for like $5 less, but it's a poster version. This is, honestly, I think this is the weirdest way of them doing poster versions, just because there's like no variation. Um, We're trying not to spoil our card days. I was struggling. I apologize. Alright, so there's not really much to go over because it's a poster version. And this is technically going to be our first group poster version, which again I found was a weird choice. I don't know, but because alright, so it's of this picture. And then we got the lyrics at the back of the hotel pictures. I finally heard Last Drop because I'm super behind. Oh, I like that, but I'm super behind on this album. I never really made the time to like sit down and listen to it because I did that finally with Wendy's album last month. I finally heard it in full and not just what has been updated in Superstar. But I heard Last Drop finally, and I'm like, I do want to hear that song in full now. So I think that technically means the only song I need to hear out of this album fully, actually it's half of it. Bubble has not been updated. So Last Drop and Night Drive are like 2 songs I need to listen to. Anyways, ooh, that's a really pretty disc. It's really faint, which I guess that's a choice, but that's a really pretty disc overall. The postcards comprise of, are they just the same ones we just saw? There's Sugi. Okay, so I guess it's 2. It's okay, that's how they're doing it. Oh, this is Sugi. Okay. Okay. I see what you guys are doing. Because I was like, wait, all of these backs are the same. So you have to get 5 of these things, no matter what. So basically, they're just randomizing the poster version. That is funny. And the stickers are actually, Okay, so I assume this is Wendy's. I don't know what direction it's supposed to go though, and that's... Oh, that spells out joy. That doesn't spell out anything. That's a heart. Yeah, of course we have Sugi. Is this... Oh, an Irene. This is kind of ironic. We got this trio. Because, well, I mean, the context is that this week is the week of the SM30th not concert album. It's finally getting released, and we're just gonna have confirmation on whether or not Wendy is actually in it, to which people have already stated she's not. The photo card has to be Yeri. I think it has to be her. I'm just going to go on the fluke and say it's her. Joy, ooh. Ooh. Then we have the message. Alright. This is going to be Joy's album. I just realized... Yeah, that's going to be a first for us, actually. We never had a very joy-heavy album. So this is a first. Because most of the time, I think with Red Velvet most of the time, I actually get a pretty good mix of the members. But Midnight Sun, not the F or the F Cuz song, even though it's focus, but let's swipe the card out. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the poster. And this is such a really pretty location. Like, I'm glad that with the poster versions, they didn't include the AI generated background photos. Because, again, these pictures are like the best. Like, the two they picked for both concepts. Like, oh, this one's interesting. It's a collage. That is actually pretty neat. Wow. I'm surprised they didn't do the group shot. So that means I'm gonna have to predict... I don't know. I want to say this one's Yeri. I feel like she has to show up. Sugi is still, like... I don't know, because, like, again, I'm always in between of... I think Sugi is, like, super pretty in this comeback. Or in this concept. And I really like the blue. Wow. That's really nice. And then... Okay, this is blue, though. But isn't this Joy's flower? But the background's blue. So could this be Wendy? Yeah, okay. So this is Wendy's full set then. Oh, okay. We do have one picture from this. And then our stickers comprise of Wendy. And then I think I got duplicates of everyone else. This is Joy's star. Yep, we got another Irene and Sugi. Again, kind of... Okay, that's funny. And we got this... Okay, I think this one's Yeri's. Or Irene. That's purple. I mean, from what we know, I don't think this is the direction they're going with poster versions. But, I kind of hope that's not the case, because it would be annoying. Because, what, that's basically what happened with Hot Mess. I mean, that's probably why they did this. But this happened before Hot Mess, so this is technically the first. I don't know. Because honestly, in my opinion, if it's a group version of a poster, then include everyone. Don't force us to buy more than one. I don't really like that. I mean, I can be lucky. This can be Irene again. I could have gotten Irene. Oh, okay, I was right. We got Yuri. I was right. We did pick her up. Yeah, this is pretty interesting that her signature is over that. Yeah, they're the same. They're just different colors. So, this is a really funny constant of us pulling a joy in every version. We've pulled a joy in every version of this album. And I think there's there's like two versions. So, well, I practically got all of Joy's cards for the hotel version, which is pretty funny. That just means I need to get her Midnight Sun card sandwiches. Oh my gosh, that is funny. But I haven't pulled, what I got in for the Midnight Sun albums. I don't mind who I got, just because I mean, I never pulled an Irene before in a Korean album. A Korean Red Velvet album, not an Irene and Sugi. Thank gosh they're actually bringing them back. And, again, Yuri, I haven't pulled her since birthday, but that applies to everyone. I still can't believe that. All of my polls out of Choco were Wendy. I know I'm not gonna shut up about it, but I think that kind of is it for our journey in Cosmic, because technically, I mean, the first Cosmic video that you're gonna see next Friday, which could coincidentally is actually Wendy's birthday. I was not planning on that. I was planning on it just being around the time of her birthday, but it's literally on her birthday, so I apologize. But yeah, now I have to. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Like a Flower, because I am doubting it's actually gonna get released here. Again, I feel like I've just probably been misinformed about it actually getting locally released here. But then, like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense then. I know we're not talking about Cosmic anymore, but, like, again, I got it right here, so then I didn't have to be constantly, like, constantly going to the album section at Barnes & Noble just to see, like, because Midnight Sun is, like, heavily, like, stocked up, but not, like, Hotel, but what I don't get is, like, so how come you can have, like, Jaehyun solo and, like, all these other, like, I'm saying Jaehyun because obviously, like, he's still within, like, the same company. Like, how come you can import his solo albums into Barnes & Noble, but you can't do that with Irene and technically Chenyo? But I mean, personally, Barnes & Noble hasn't sold an EXO album since Obsession. Because then I would have been able to see Cream Soda. But they haven't, so I don't think they no longer sell EXO anymore. But, like, or they will hold EXO anymore. So I think Chenyo's out of the picture. But it's just like, Irene, like, you're selling Wendy's album, So like that's why I'm like, yeah, it makes sense that you would have Irene's album at Barnes and Noble. But I don't know. I haven't looked into it in a while because I'm working on at this point. I've been writing out the drafts for the 10th anniversary. I finished all three parts and such, and I'm just trying to get like peer review on them. So I've been working on like stuff like that. So I haven't done like a simple Google search of like Irene like a flower Barnes and Noble. Like I haven't done that and such. I went to Target. They don't have the Target versions of these albums anymore, and it's just like I don't know. It's just like fine. I'll just cut my losses on that because I think it's the case that the photo book is the exact same. It's just a different cover, and apparently, from what I know, like there's only like one set of like Target exclusive cards that are like spread across both versions and such, which isn't bad, but then it's like there's the potential that I'm gonna get a duplicate despite getting two different versions. So yeah. That to do with this page through. This is Ryder, and I'll leave you people.